started off young, used to hang in the park. Till we got older, we drifted apart. One look in your eyes, rekindles a spark. You already know you better keys to my heart. You was down for me, so I'm down for you. Stuck by my side when it was time to ride. Held me down when I couldn't provide. That's the reasons why I put my pride aside. You know it's real when you meet the fam. More than your man, I'm your #1 fan. Tryna take your method, man, like I met the man. But you all I need, like method, man. I'ma need your loving every day. Searching for a real love like Mary J. Tryna make you my fiance, just like Beyonce. So if you really tryna marry J, I need to hear you say,
whenever you want me, I'll be there for you. Whenever you need me, baby, I'll be there for you. Whenever you want me, I'll be there for you. Cause baby, you got me, I got you, I want you. Whenever you want me, baby, I'll be there for you. Whenever you need me, baby, I'll be there for you. Whenever you want me, I'll be there for you. Cause baby, you got me, I got you, I want you.
Now baby, tell me if it's lust or love. Cause you the only one that I'm dreaming of. You the only one that I'm trying to be with. I'm done with the games, I ain't on no cheating shit. I'm done creeping on TLC. Getting high off your love like TAC. I can see a bright future with you and me. I mean it only makes sense if you asking me. Cause you the one I wanna grow old with. Travel around the world and share my soul with. Just turn me out, I swear it's so lit. People say I act heartless, but you stole it. And I understand that the life I chose attract hoes. I'm just a kid that enjoys the spit flows. Travel around the world and I met a million girls, but they ain't got nothing on you, JQ.
Whenever you want me, I'll be there for you. Whenever you need me, baby, I'll be there for you. Whenever you want me, I'll be there for you. Cause baby, you got me, I got you, I want you. Whenever you want me, baby, I'll be there for you. Whenever you need me, baby, I'll be there for you. Whenever you want me, I'll be there for you. Cause baby, you got me, I got you, I want you. Late night, do I cross your mind? Do you think about me from time to time? Baby boy, give me a sign. A style like ours, it's hard to find. I don't wanna waste another minute. Time is ticking and I can't wait to get to you, baby. I've been contemplating for a minute and I think that it's time that I made you my baby. Late night, do I cross your mind? Do you think about me from time to time? Baby boy, give me a sign. A style like ours, it's hard to find. I don't wanna waste another minute. Time is ticking and I can't wait to get to you, baby. I've been contemplating for a minute and I think that it's time that I made you my baby. Cause your love is a 1 in a billion. You're the only girl that I am feeling. I'm trying to show you that I am different from what you are used to. Cause your love is a 1 in a billion. You're the only girl that I am feeling. I'm trying to show you that I am different from what you are used to.
Alright, good people. Good people. Alright, y'all. So the topic today is who is in control of your mind? Who is in control of you? Because if somebody has control of your mind, they unfortunately have control of you. So moving forward, these are examples of mind control. These are examples of tactics that somebody may use to control you. So some people may use persuasion as a tactic to get control of your mind or to get one up on you. Now persuasion is them trying to make you feel like you're making the best decision. You know what I'm saying? Changing your belief or your perspective on a situation for their gain, or bringing you over to their side, which can be a good or a bad thing depending on the person and depending on the intent, and also depending on the ending result and how you feel at the end. Now, all right, we said persuasion. Outside of persuasion, another tactic that somebody may use is, like psychologists call this a conditioned response. A conditioned response, they may take something like, let's say, ads do this all the time in commercials. Commercials do this all the time. Like Jordan. Jordan may be trying to advertise his new shoe, which is already popular. True indeed, it's gonna sell itself. But they may take like Steph Curry, put Steph Curry in it, or put a hot new rapper in there, like who can I think of? Like Kodak Black, or who else is popular? Like Kevin Gates, Lil Boosie. You may put like Lil Boosie or whatever artist is appealing at the time or popping at the time to appeal to you, to capture and wheel you in. That's making a conditioned response. It's taking somebody that typically wouldn't even be interested in the product Actually, let me rephrase it. What the commercials do, they may target you, somebody that's not interested in this product per se. Get somebody that you are interested in and create that conditioned response to you by bringing these two elements together. And then now it appeals to you. Now you're interested in it. Now you want to purchase that product. That's a conditioned response, and it is a form of control as well. Another form of control is like if you watch like a lot of TV, you have like a lot of influences. Now television, and also just in public in general, the people that you associate yourself with, that has a major impact and an influence on you. So you also have to watch the people that you surround yourself with, and the people that you converse with. You know what I'm saying? Because if you always talk to somebody and their thoughts is negative, it's gonna disturb you. It should disturb you at least, or it's gonna start to mess with your thinking process. Have you ever just listened to somebody so long and it starts to impact you? You need to separate yourself from them if their mentality is weak, or if they're just focused on things that you're not trying to focus on. Because you know what I'm saying, their mind can warp your world and it can take control of you, and you never know. That can be to their advantage and it can be to your disadvantage. So those are things that you need to look out for. Another thing that I want to talk about, we talk about persuasion, we talk about manipulation. Manipulation is another form of control. Manipulation can be like guilt trips. Somebody can try to make you feel bad for something. Prime example, they may say, oh, you never rub my back, or you never do this, that, and the third, or whatever, to make, guilt trip you. And then you're like, damn, okay, I actually do need to do more of that. I've been slacking on that, you know what I'm saying? So you may find yourself, you may have already been doing it the whole time. You may do a great job at it. You may do it oftenly. But you know what I'm saying, to their own personal gain or whatever their motive or their intent behind it is, they put that out there on you and you pick up on it. Now you feeling some way about yourself. So now you find yourself committing this act more frequently than you normally were, or you're indulging in this act more than you initially may want to. You know what I'm saying? And that's to that person's gain. So that manipulation is another form of control. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody may do something for you. You may not have even asked them to do it, but they may do something for you, and they may be like, oh, well, I did this, that, and the third for you. You should do this, that, and the third for me. You know what I'm saying? Making it seem like you owe them something, like you are entitled to doing something for them because they did something for you. That's another form of control. You know what I'm saying? And now when we talk about like the media has a major influence on the way that we think and the way that we respond to things in nature. Prime example, whatever show you watch. What's a popular show, baby? Females watch. I know we don't watch TV.
Love and hip hop.
Love and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like when you watch a lot of love and hip hop, it can influence or impact you in a way that's unreal. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, my notebook. I know. Yeah, it may impact you in a way that's unreal. You know what I'm saying? It appeals to the kids more so than the adults, because the adults, your mind is typically made, but when you're young, your mind is still being molded and manipulated. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what that is. What do you normally see on Love and Hip Hop? You see music, which is cool. You see a lot of drama, which is bad. You see people fighting over meaningless, senseless stuff. To them, it's just work. It's a form of entertainment. But negatively, on the person that's being molded and manipulated by that, they're giving them a conditioned response like, oh, okay, if I want to be like such and such, whoever is relevant on that show, I don't really watch it. If I want to be like such and such, I should do this, that, and the third. I should act like them. You know what I'm saying? Or they may convey a message to you saying like it's cool to what's that relationship when you got more than one person? Or to be like, long story short, don't even matter. A side chick, what's that? Polygamy? Mm-hmm. Polygamy or something. You may initially at first watch it and be like, okay, I lean more towards monogamy or a monogamous relationship than a polygamous. But if you see that a lot, if they're advertising that a lot to you, then it may begin to appeal to you. You see what I'm saying? Based off of how the people react and respond to it. Like if they're all cool and it all works for them, then you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I can see myself doing that. But the thing is, it may not work for you. You see what I'm saying? So you got to really be in tune with yourself and know what kind of person you are. Because if you're a monogamous person, you try to be in a polygamous relationship, and you feel like entitled if you require a lot of time, and you're a very emotional person, or if you just may not like to share. You ain't even necessarily have to be jealous. You may just want somebody to yourself, then that's not a situation for you. So you're being influenced to do something that's outside of your nature. And that's why you got to really be in tune with the great divine and be in tune with yourself to prevent you from being in situations like that, because you can be in a situation like that. Now you stuck, now you trapped because you're in this marriage, and now you got kids by this person, and this is who they really are. So now you stuck. You see what I'm saying? So you really got to know yourself. Prime example, we have all been programmed, and I learned this from a book, The Four Agreements. The Four Agreements. He also has another one called The Fifth Agreements, and he has I think it's like Truth and Wisdom or whatever. I can't think of his name. Let me pull out the book. These are some of the books. It's by Don Miguel Ruiz. I'm not sure if I said that right, but here's a copy of the books right here. This is the Fourth Agreements. I read that one first. This is the second one. And long story short, he just dives into the scripture about from our birth to the age of 7, we have all been programmed, which, you know, it was gonna happen. We all have to be programmed to a certain extent because we need to learn how to talk, you know what I'm saying? We need to learn how to feel. We need to learn how to be sympathetic towards situations. So from your birth to your age of 7, who are the people that have been manipulating or controlling the way that you think, your influences? Now, your major influences from birth to 7 years old are going to be your parents. So depending on your parents and where they're at, that's basically what you have been given. So they're at a good place in their life, that's great for you, but unfortunately everybody's not that lucky to experience that. So they get the turmoil, or they get the generational curses that their parents had, and it's placed upon them, and they don't really know how to see their way through it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the case for a lot of us, you know what I mean? So we have to break these habits. Like, you may want to change your eating habit. That's something I had to do. I had to break that. You see what I'm saying? First person in my family to do that. So we all going through our own thing. But we all are programmed. So my thing is, if you're going to be programmed, pick your program and make sure that this program is going to benefit you. Prime example, we program ourselves at the age that we are now. If you're like, I say 18 to 20, I can't even put an age on it, because when you're really in tune, you can see what's going on and you can start to make decisions for yourself. That's really what it's based about, without having an outside influence. Or you can choose your influences. Prime example, when you're a kid and you're growing up, your mom may say, I don't like you hanging out with such and such. They're not a good influence. They smoke, they drink, they curse at their parents, you know what I'm saying? They don't have any respect. And you may be like, oh, okay, yeah, I understand, but they cool, you know what I'm saying? But when you really get in tune with yourself, you may not even want to be around foolishness or people like that. You don't want to associate yourself with things like that no more. And that's when you really get in tune with yourself, and you're picking your own influences, when you can make that decision for yourself. When you have that voice in your head, which is really just your intuition or your sixth sense, you know what I'm saying, opposed to your peers or your other influences telling you that. So that's what it's all about, man. We want to develop our influences to where we can make decisions and think freely, and we can be who we really are, you know what I'm saying? And just get in tune with our inner self, the inner child in us. So that's something that I want to talk about. What else I want to talk about? Influences like things on television, smoking, cigarettes, all these ads that we see for unhealthy eating. Now, ways to combat negative influences or outside influences having control over your mind and the way that you think is to use your senses. Now, I'm not talking about your physical senses. I'm pretty sure you're aware of those. You know, your ability to touch, see, feel, taste, hear, you know what I'm saying? Though I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your metaphysical properties, your metaphysical senses. Now, we have like claircognizance. Claircognizance is your ability to know something, like you just know it. You don't have to experience it, you're just in tune with it. You just know it before it happens. Like, you're like, I already knew that long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they like, how'd you know? I can't even tell you how I knew. I just knew it. Like, it wasn't a doubt in my mind. That's claircognizance. Now, clairaudient is the ability to like hear the unspoken or the unheard. You know what I'm saying? Like, to pick up on things. Like you just know how somebody. You just may pick up on something that somebody said telepathically, but they didn't verbally express it to you per se. Now, clairvoyance is your ability to see the unseen. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to see somebody doing it, but you just know that that's how they get down, and that's the type of person they are. Or you may be like, I can see this going bad type stuff. It's like foreseeing, basically. Seeing the future, like, I don't want to do that. I should try this. I can see this being beneficial for me or contributing to my growth in the long run. That's clairsentient is your ability to feel. Like, as a Pisces, and I feel like as a Cancer, babe, we got that in common. we pick up on the frequencies and the vibrations very easily. So I can be in a room and I can feel how everybody else feels. You know what I'm saying? And our problem is we have to not let that impact us or affect us in a negative manner. Like we may be feeling good and we come in the room and everybody's thinking like, damn, it's getting me down, but I didn't feel like this at first. We got to shake that off and continue to be good so we can keep thriving in society. And that's us being in tune with our higher self, being in tune with our true self, and not letting outside influences affect what we have going on. And you have to have that for yourself. Now, yeah, man, so basically, clairsentient is just picking up on the feelings of things that people don't verbally express to you. You just feel it. Like somebody can be going through something and I just feel their pain. But when somebody explains it to me, I'm like, I already knew. But damn, that really, I feel that now. I'm like absorbing everything that you're saying. You're killing me. You know what I'm saying? So, man, so long story short, I just want to end this with thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for liking, viewing, sharing, all that good stuff. Send me positive energy. I need that too. I'm going to keep sending y'all positive energy. We're going to keep rocking. We're going to keep building this thing up. Yeah, man, good people. It's been real. Stay in tune with yourself. Oh, yeah, new moon in Gemini tonight. So make sure that y'all got your manifestations laid out. And the area of focus is going to be multitasking, networking, and communication. If you have any problems, make sure that you verbally express that to somebody, because everybody can't read your mind. Everybody is not in tune with their metaphysical properties like you are, because you watched this video, so I got you in tune with that. So now you know you're clairaudient, you're clairsentient, you got clairvoyance, you know what I'm saying, claircognizant, you got all of that. But they don't have that. So you gotta teach them, you gotta work with them and pick up on that. So yeah, man, just make sure that you're communicating, make sure that you are manifesting, and make sure that you're focusing on your goals. Make sure that you're not allowing negative influences to impact you in a manner that is not going to benefit you in the long run. Make sure that you are who you're supposed to be, who you were all this time. You know what I'm saying? You have to go back to your childhood, because when you're a child, you're pure. You don't know anything about racism. You don't know anything about hatred. You don't know. All you know is love and peace and happiness for the most part when you're a child. That's why people say, you know, the most innocent thing is when you're childlike. You know what I'm saying? So we all got to get back to that, man, and make sure that we having fun and enjoying our life, man, and making the most out of our human experience. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. Yeah, man, so peace and light. Thank y'all for tuning in. Keep y'all watts up. Make sure y'all frequency is good. And yeah, man, that concludes my video for today. Destiny, go ahead and get yourself on the camera. Or you want me to get you on there? I got you, baby. Yep. And you see what we doing right now. We living life. We living life, because that's what we here to do. Living life. Now I got to go get my baby. It was her first day of daycare, and we miss her, so we finna go get her and get a little mic. And right on to my boy Ben for the plates dirty. I definitely incorporated that in the vegan snack video for you. I appreciate it. If you got any more cups or anything, if you create any more pie work or anything, definitely send it to us, man. I love it. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I support you for sure. Peace and light, everybody. Love. Remember, love, not hatred. Forget about racism. All of that. We got to vibrate higher. If you black, you got to know who you are. Definitely. So don't get it misconstrued. I ain't saying, you know, you got to know who you are, know where you come from. But we got to vibrate higher than that. We got to move past that. We ain't out here trying to be racist. No, we just established the facts. You know what I'm saying? Everything out here is facts. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward. Peace and light. Good.
This shit stuck everywhere on me, like literally everywhere.
Pull them off.
Oh God.
All right. I'm recording now. I can just turn that bitch around. Hey, look, baby. 3.